Welcome to this Warhammer 40,000 boarding actions battle report. I'm here with Jake. How you doing, Jake?
I'm good, thank you, Michael. I'm very excited to try out all these new cool rules in boarding actions.
Yeah. So we're playing with the new Arcs of Omen Angron book. We're doing a mission from Arcs of Omen and Baden because we haven't got the little tiny terrain pieces sorted yet. But we are using, very excitingly, the new World Eaters. And they've got a whole host of stratagems and rules like for them in here. And we went for a fitting matchup, which was the Custodes. So the Custodes are here boarding a World Eater's ship, and we're coming here to assassinate Kharn.
Yeah, which I'm not the most pleased about because I quite like Kharn. And well, obviously we don't want to spoil too much what's in the list, but we do have a returning fan favourite, I think. So him and his friend are going to hopefully manage to beat back the forces of the Custodians. So
yeah, awesome. And of course, if you enjoy this battle report, do remember to subscribe, leave a like, and check out our other awesome content with boarding actions and other stuff too. Today we are playing Death in the Dark. At the end of each player's movement phase, we roll 1d6 for each lighting area, and on a 1 to 3, the lights go off in that area. Each area is labelled as you can see, and essentially is each half of the board. If you're targeting an enemy unit and they are wholly within a lighting area with the lights off, you can't target them if they're more than 9 inches away, and if you can target them so that within 9 inches, you're -1 to hit. Further to that, if you declare a charge whilst either you or your charge target are in an area with the lights turned off, you cannot declare that charge if they're more than 9 inches away, and you are -1 to charge them if you are within 9 inches. To score victory points in this mission, we need to hold objectives at the end of each of our command phases except the first. The player going second will score these victory points at the end of their 5th turn rather than at the end of their 5th command phase. Score 5 victory points if you hold 1 or more objective markers, 5 victory points if you hold 2 or more objective markers, and 5 victory points if you hold more objective markers than your opponent, to a maximum of 15 points. To score further points at the end of the game, if you control both objective markers in Lightning Area 1, you get 15 points. If you control both objective markers in Lightning Area 2, then you get another 15 points.
And before we get into the armies, we'd like to thank our sponsors here at Vanguard Tactics, being the Outpost, Colourforge, Siege Studios, Harder and Steenbeck, and Frontline Gaming. So thank you very much for sponsoring us here. And now on to the armies. So obviously I'm running the World Eaters today in this boarding patrol game. A few things to note about World Eaters though, obviously they do have some changes in boarding actions. The first being that I only actually gain blood type points when my units die, not whenever something dies, and it is just 1 point no matter what it is as well. So I don't get extra points for characters or anything like that. The other thing as well is we do actually lose an ability in the form of the Blood Surge ability on the Kharn Berserkers, meaning they're not going to move forward as they get shot. So obviously leading the army, as we've noted at the start, is Kharn the Betrayer, lovely painted by a friend of Vanguard Tactics, so we wanted to show him off. So he is leading the force today. In the troop slot we have 5 Kharn Berserkers, and they are armed with an Eviscerator, so hopefully they can do a lot of bloodshed. We have 3 Exalted 8-bound, so I know these are the normal 8-bound models, but we wanted to use the proper models rather than Steve's stand-ins, so these are Exalted 8-bound, just something to note before the comments do. And then we've got 10 Jackals, they're also in the troop slot, but we have 2 troops in elite. And then finally we have fan favourite Mr. Greg, who is going to assist Kharn in trying to stop all these Custodians coming onto the ship. And that is it.
So the Custodes are here boarding the World Eater's ship, and this is a Solar Watch Custodes force. So these guys will get to fall back and charge, and they get +1 to their advance and charge rolls. Leading up the force is a Blade Champion. Stephen is here represented on the table because he couldn't join us for the game. We also have 3 Custodian Guard with shields and swords, a lone Alaris Custodian Terminator with an axe, and 5 Prosecutors. That sums it up. We do have an enhancement on the Blade Champion, which is Expert Breacher, because he's really good at opening those doors. Without further ado, let's get into this game. Let's roll off for deploying first. I will roll first, since I'm the one boarding the ship.
And you got a 4.
That's
very
a 4.
good boarding there. And I'm rolling the World Eaters dice, so I got a 3. These are terrible dice.
Well, good luck. Not really. And then I'll set my first unit up.
Okay.
So we finished deploying. I deployed first. I'll take you through all of my deployments, and then we'll go over to you, Jake. So the prosecutors have deployed in this far corner, ready to move on to an objective and do the secure sights action so that it stays sticky. Don't have a lot of models, so I kind of need to rely on that. The Blade Champion and 3 of the Guard, I've only got 3 Guard, but they're all in one tile, ready to go in either direction on the board. And then we have a lone Alaris Custodian on a mission on his own, far on the other side of the ship. And he's spotted where Kharn is, so he's going to come for a fight. So Jake, what have you done?
So Michael, I have deployed obviously all my forces. So on the working right to left, so we've got the Kharn Berserkers in the corner here. I think we had the same idea about doing this retrieving sites action.
Secure sites,
Secure sites action. So obviously they're going to move on and do that for me. Then to the left of them, we have 10 Jackals, again ready. They're quite good in combat actually, so I think they can maybe hold their own versus the...
and they do in boarding, actually they don't split into 2 5s because they're cultists.
Yeah, so they stay as a big unit. To the left of that, we then have 3 Exalted 8-bound, looking obviously quite scary and menacing there. And then finally we have the dynamic duo of Greg and Kharn. They are here to absolutely cause some havoc into that one lowest custodian Terminator. So hopefully they don't get split up doing this, because otherwise I think they will cry.
Yeah.
Or Kharn will cry.
All right, awesome. Well, let's roll off the first turn then. I think I'm going to go first. I don't think I want to with the mission, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, you rolled a 6,
I've rolled a
Michael. 6. Not uncommon for you at the moment here on VT, and then I rolled a 2.
Alrighty, okay, well, the Custodians are going first. Good luck, Jake, and we'll see you soon.
So, Michael, obviously you've done your movement. Take me through what you did.
Okay, so the first thing is I do have Qatar stances as the Custodes, and I've picked Callistus, which lets me roll 2 dice and pick the highest for my advances. As Solar Watch, I get +1 to that as well. So we've moved pretty rapidly across the board. The Sisters of Silence, the Prosecutors, have moved and are starting the secure sites action on that objective, which will complete at the start of my next command phase, provided they're still alive, which hopefully they will be. You don't have that many guns. The Blade Champ advanced quite far, and I've got him next to this hatchway because he's got that expert breacher thing. So next turn he could go through the door if I wanted him to. And his bodyguard of 3 guard have gone with him as well. And then on the other flank, the far side, I actually rolled a 6 as one of my 2 dice, which meant that this Terminator was moving 13 inches, which got him straight onto this objective. And I'm banking on the fact that in boarding actions, you have to see what you can charge. And with the sort of slower movement on the World Eaters turn 1, I'm hoping to hold this objective for some extra cheeky primary points next turn. That sums up my movement. There isn't any shooting, I can't see anything, and there's nothing to charge, so that's the end of my turn.
No.
However, we do have to see if the lights go off.
We do need to see if the lights go off.
Technically it's at the end of the movement phase, so let's do that now.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, well, each section, right?
Yes, of course, yes.
So left-hand side first.
Left-hand side first.
It doesn't turn off.
Okay, we've kept the lights on.
Still on.
Thanks to you members, and remember to subscribe and like the video so that we can keep the lights on.
You want to keep them
on the other side of the table. Oh no, not enough of you hitting that subscribe button. The lights have gone down on that side of the table. So no shooting over 9, various debuffs as described in the mission. Alrighty, well let's move on to the World Eaters movement. All right, World Eaters movement done. Do you want to take us through what's happened?
Yeah, so we'll work right to left again, just because it'll be easier. So the Kharn Berserkers on the right-hand side, they have just moved up 6, and they've started doing the action, just mirroring what you did here.
Okay.
Just because I thought, that would be quite simple to do, and
absolutely.
also
It means you can move on from the objective, and you're quite a combat army, so
don't
want to have to sit back there.
I've staged for the next go, hopefully. Then what we did is we advanced the Jackals up, and they got quite a good roll. They rolled a 6, so that meant that they managed to get enough movement to actually skirt all the way around this way. Right. The reason that's important is because obviously you can't shoot through my models in boarding actions. So they've essentially now just formed a screen for the Exalted 8-bound that also ran and got a good roll, and now they're behind.
So I can't shoot through you guys, and if I charge, you'll charge me with the 8-bound or Berserkers next turn.
Yeah, so either way, we've got a redundancy there.
It's not a particularly appealing situation.
No. So obviously it has meant I've sacrificed having an objective. So you are going to get 15 next go, but I think for the actual state of the game in the long run, it's probably actually worth it. And then finally, we have the dynamic duo of Greg and Kharn. And Kharn has basically done the exact same thing with Greg. So he has just put Greg in front of him, so then he can't be charged by the Terminator, nor can the Terminator shoot at Kharn.
Yeah.
So he's got his big Chaos Spawn body shield there ready to go. And that was my movement phase. So there's not any charging. Well, at the end of the movement phase, we actually need to see if the lights switch on, switch off. So again, left-hand side, so on a 4-up, it stays on.
So they stay on?
They stay on. And on the right-hand side, it comes back on.
Okay.
So that's cool.
There's now light everywhere.
There's light everywhere.
Good.
That is because of the gleaming motions of Greg. And then finally, I know this isn't too relevant, but we'll do it once just for completeness. Okay. So obviously at the end of the fight phase, because we have to go through every phase, Kharn needs to roll a dice. And roll 1, the nearest enemy unit within 3 of them takes 2 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Now, obviously, Greg heals wounds if he doesn't take them.
Only if they're attacks.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's going to beat Greg up. I didn't realise that. Okay, right. Let's see if he takes 2 mortal wounds. He doesn't, luckily. Okay, Kharn's managed to restrain himself from beating his mate up. What a good guy he is. And so that's the end of my turn. Obviously, so again, just to recap, starting the action with the Khorne Berserkers, everything's then just sort of moved up.
Yeah, cool. Alrighty. Well, I guess turn 2 then.
So, Michael, that's your turn 2 movement done. What did you get up to there? There was quite a few little jimmies and jangles.
Yeah, so this was a tough one. Obviously, you've done like the screens really quite well. It's quite annoying actually because I can't get at some of your tasty units. The prosecutors have stepped backwards, but in such a formation that all of them can see the jackals. Yeah. At least the front few, right? And then hopefully fire some shots over. If the lights go dark though, they can't actually shoot you. Oh. So I'm really hoping that the lights don't go over here. Then the Custodian Guard have set up with their pistols to shoot the jackals, basically, because I can't shoot the guys beyond the jackals.
And you've made sure they're within 9 just in case the
lights go out, yeah.
So these can definitely do some damage.
And we've switched into Salvus, the stance 2, so we can shoot twice with our Auric weapons, which their sword pistols are. Yeah.
Nice.
Then the Lone Terminator has taken up the challenge, our secret mission to assassinate Greg. And we're going to try and shoot Greg to death and then charge Kharn. That's ideal. But if I have to charge him, then I'll have to charge him. And we'll see how it goes.
I'm very scared.
I'm a bit upset, actually, because Greg is my Chaos Spawn model.
He's
being used by everybody, and I've had to kill him twice, in fact. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. But that's it. No actions, nothing. Yeah, just going for it. I guess I'll set to defend with the Blade Champ.
Okay.
Why not?
Now, obviously, would you like to see if the lights go out?
No.
No. Okay. So left-hand side first. Does go out.
Go out. Okay.
Okay. Right.
All right.
It's quite a big kill there. Right-hand side. It's in the dice.
Right.
Cool.
It
does go out.
Oh no.
Oh no, right, so like you said, that means these prosecutors can't actually shoot.
Prosecutors, that's too dark. Clearly, we don't have any kind of technology that helps us see through the dark, so can't see those jackals, unfortunately. Yeah.
Those custodians can.
Custodians can. So let's move on to some shooting.
Yeah.
Let's kick off with the big one.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, shooting Greg. That's the most important one.
It is an absolute travesty, and if Steve was here, he would...
Well, Steve is represented here by the Blade Champ, so he's actually on my side.
I mean, Steve's in my heart always, but... Right.
So D3 shots in my grenade launcher.
Okay.
2.
Oh no.
Not bad. 2's to hit.
Yeah.
It's dark over there, so it's -1 to hit.
It's dark everywhere, so everywhere's -1
Yes.
to hit.
So 1 hit, and then it is strength 5.
So
that is a wound.
He is toughness 5, so he is wounded. What's the AP on this?
3.
Oh no, so Greg doesn't get a save.
No.
And what's the damage?
1.
Okay, so Greg's on 3 wounds left.
3 wounds left.
Right.
Okay, so we have my axe now shooting at you. So 3s to hit. I do hit with them both. Strength 4.
I'm toughness 5.
Okay,
No
nothing
wounds.
there. That's fine. I do get to shoot twice because I've made a normal move.
Yep.
So
and leave it an heroic weapon.
once more. Oh, I missed with one. I can't actually kill him now.
So he's going to heal back to full.
Still do it out of spite. No, nothing.
Yes.
Greg.
Greg,
So annoying.
Greg the tank.
It's so annoying. We'll move on then to the pistols here.
Okay.
So I'll do the first 6
Yep.
into these guys in front of me. Ba-bang. It is -1 to hit, and wow, that was rough.
That's devastating, actually.
3s to wound, toughness 3.
Yes. Yes.
1 wound.
Sorry.
1 wound.
So they have 1 wound. What's the mate? -1.
1.
Okay, so that'll just be 1 then. Do I have to take from the front?
You have to take from anyone that's visible to me.
Oh, cool. So I'll just take that back one there.
Yeah, cool. And then the next 6 shots, because we are shooting twice, thankfully hit a few more that time. And wound with 4 more. So 4 more
done.
are dead.
So I'll just take those ones. Ooh.
Okay, well, not hugely successful actually. So I come to the charge phase. I don't know whether I want to actually charge there. I think you're going to be charging me with stuff anyway.
Yeah.
It's probably worth it, and then sort of spread out so your units can't.
Yeah.
Because I think whatever you charge me is probably going to kill the guard anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like a sacrificial lamb. When...
Yeah, at this stage. So I think I'm going to have to go for some charges. Okay. First of all, of course, the Terminator into Greg. I'll be very disappointed if I don't kill him in combat.
I'll be very disappointed if you kill him in combat.
So that is a 5. I get +1 for Solar Watch and -1
And you're
for
about
it being
2
dark.
inches away.
And I'm 2
I
inches
can
away.
say you're in.
Into base contact I go.
Okay.
And then over here,
I really hate Greg.
we will be charging these jackals. So a cheeky 12.
Another double 6 for Michael.
Make it in.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. Just move them in.
Yeah.
All right. Let's hopefully kill some jackals. I'll be pretty livid. You do have an interrupt.
I do have an interrupt.
You do have some cheeky strats from the new Angron book.
I do. Not really any of them's going to be effective right now, to be honest. Though,
Okay.
Because the fight on death is only for core, and actually in this army, the only thing is those.
Okay.
The Khorne Berserker. They're not relevant for this.
Greg's not core.
No. Here's to my plan, but not to
Right. Yeah.
the game, so.
So, this it's more important for me to move block you from charging the champ.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this, but I am wary that there is an inside chance that Greg can interrupt and kill.
Because he's
a
quite
Terminator.
He's quite good in combat, actually.
Yeah.
Our Greg.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see how this goes. So 4 each.
Yeah.
Is it 4 each? Or is it 3 each? I think it's 3 each.
3 each,
actually.
sorry, yeah. It's a Misericordia at the
get
end.
4, and then there's Misericordia at the end. So 2s. Miss with 1, and then we need probably 2s again. I think we get to strength 6 with these, but I'll double check in a minute. So there's 2 there. I think it won't matter.
The unit dead, sadly.
Damage 2, it will do the unit.
So
I can't get within engagement range, so I can't consolidate.
No. The other thing that is quite important now is I do get a blood tithe point.
Yes.
However, obviously where I haven't got loads of units, I don't think it will really come up till near the end. But hopefully we may be able to find something that could give us it. Because obviously, to reiterate, you only get blood type points in boarding actions for World Eaters if your units die, not if you kill things, just in general. Michael.
Yes?
I think Greg needs to show us his worth. So down to 1 CP.
Don't you dare do this.
So he gets D3. I rolled a D3 to see what he gets. I rolled a 1. So he is -4 on his attacks.
-4 AP.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So,
I've got an emblem.
Are you ready for this?
I am ready.
2d6 attack, 2d3 attacks. Oh.
Just the 3, okay.
3.
We might live.
Could I not CP the attack roll? I don't think you can.
I don't think you can
No.
in this case, but if it was a weapon,
Yeah.
then you could.
Well, Greg is a weapon, but... Right, so 4s to hit. Oh, no. Greg, no. Right, so 4s to wound. Okay, he does wound. It's definitely on your invulnerable save.
Okay, 4 up. I do fail it.
So...
I have loads of CP, so I'm just going to reroll one.
Yeah, of course.
So it puts me down to 3. And we pass.
No. No.
Okay.
Greg.
Probably should have saved the CP for killing him, but actually he's in the way of Kharn at the moment, so I don't mind if he lives.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we get 4 attacks because we're a Terminator. 2s to hit, they do all hit.
No.
Strength 8 with the axe, so 3s.
Greg's alive!
Oh my god.
Alive on 2 wounds because that misericordia won't do it.
You know, I'm going to stab you with a misericordia anyway.
Yeah.
No, I
I
won't.
can't even do that. So obviously Greg would go down to 2 wounds, but heals to full. He is the heroic spawn that could. He is.
What? Galaris, this Custodes Terminator, protector of the Emperor, versus Greg.
Greg is protector of Kharn and all things pure in this world.
Okay.
So.
That concludes the turn.
Yeah.
Obviously no points at the end of the turn, but we will go into your turn. Yeah, right, so World Eater's turn 2.
Ooh.
Okie dokie, this is going to be some melee happening this turn.
Yeah, I think it's all going to start kicking off now. So I'll just go through what I've done.
Yeah.
So right hand side to left, so Kharn Berserkers, they've moved up. Okay. Now, I've done some measuring, and because obviously we're in the dark over here, the sisters are actually outside of my charge, because you can only charge within 9. Yeah. But I have made sure that the custodians there are within 6. Okay. So I've got some options, but if the lights do turn on, I could maybe try and take your objective off you. Obviously a massive risk, but we can see what happens. As a redundancy for if I do decide to do that, the 8-bound, the Exalted 8-bound have moved up.
Yeah, this is scary.
Ready to cause some absolute mayhem into those Custodian Guard.
Yeah.
Because they're no slouches, are they, in combat, as we've found out in our normal games of 40k. And then finally on the left-hand side, the tail that is righting itself. Obviously Greg had enough room. Obviously his tentacles and stuff means he pokes out a bit, but we did check and he does have enough room just to sort of skirt round Kharn, and Kharn has now taken his place. Similar to when obviously someone bullies me in my playground and Steve has to come and sort them out. So now he's going to go sort the bully out and hopefully he'll maybe do something.
All right.
I
can't believe he's still alive.
I know, it is incredible.
Oh.
So that's the end of the movement phase.
Yeah.
So now it is on to seeing if the lights turn on, I guess.
Yes.
So starting on the left-hand side, on a 4+, it stays on. They do. And then
turn back on.
Oh, sorry, yeah, because they were off, weren't they? And then on the right-hand side...
Stay off. Come on, stay off.
They do. So those sisters are safe, which can be quite important for obviously your primary story, Michael. But that's it. So now we move into shooting. Kharn would shoot you, but he's so angry that you tried to kill Greg that he's not going to. He's just going to beat you down in combat, I think. I think that's probably the best course of action.
I mean, it's probably worth shooting.
Yeah.
I mean,
but he can't kill you in shooting.
No.
But I don't want...
I mean, what if you fail to kill me in melee?
But he's got like 9 attacks.
True.
So if he does, then he's useless.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so now on to charging.
Yep.
So we're going to do the Exalted 8-bound first. They are going to go into the Custodian Guard. On a 6.
Oh, I mean, it's -1.
So a 5. Oh, I think they just make it in. Only just. But what we're going to do is we're just going to put them round like that just to give enough room for these Kharn Berserkers. Because obviously I did the action, I made the objective sticky, so I can just leave it.
Yeah.
So now into the Kharn Berserkers, they need a 6. They got a 10, even with the -1, they are still in.
Nice.
So they got a 9. So one of them can just go to here.
Okay.
And then the rest will just sort of follow in. As like so. And then obviously we do use the pipes just for aesthetics.
Yeah.
But so they can get on. And then finally Kharn the Betrayer into the Terminator. He is in as well.
He is most certainly in.
And he is angry.
Right, you know who else might be angry?
Who?
The Blade Champion. has a heroic intervention of 6 inches.
Oh.
So we're going to see if it's worth it. I am actually out of 6. I'm not sure it would have been worth it anyway.
Because the thing to bear in mind is obviously I can for 1 command point fight on death with the corners.
Yeah, and you'll probably kill them with the Exalted and then just hit me with them.
Yeah, that was, yeah. Try and bait.
Fair enough, with the decisions made anyway.
Yeah.
So,
cool. So, guess we'll go to the 5 phase then. So, we are going to actually start the Exalted 8-bound. Now, because I do have obviously a command point to reroll Kharn save if I need to, and he does have a 4+ invulnerable save. So we're going to start the 8-bound. So we're just going to go to the handy dandy codex that GW provide us. So again, massive thank you to them. Right, so what should we start out with, Michael? So we've got, should we start out with the main honcho, the main guy?
All right.
Right, so he's got 2 chain fists, the 8-bound man. So he's got 5 attacks, +1 because he's a World Eater, and these are all flat damage 3s, that's quite good. So he's hitting on 2s, so that's 5 hits. He's going to be wounding you. He is strength 9.
Okay.
And do I get +1 strength because I'm a World Eater's charge?
Oh yeah, you do, yeah.
So I'm actually strength 10, so this is 2s, so that's 4 invulnerable saves I'm going to presume at a -4, and these are flat 3 damage each.
Easy. Okay. Not quite easy.
Okay.
One of us is dead.
Two of you are dead.
Sorry, 2 are dead, and you still have the rest to attack?
I do, yes.
I'm not going to re-roll anything there.
So with the normal guys, obviously, we've got... so they've got 4, 5... Where is it? 5... Yeah, there we go. 5 attacks each. 6 because they charge. So that is 12 attacks.
Was that it?
Yeah, but these are 2 damage each.
Cool.
So, 2s to hit.
Yeah.
And then I'm strength 6.
3s.
That is 5 saves, and these are -3, Michael. So again, on your invulnerable save, this would be.
Okay.
2 damage each.
AP?
AP 3.
3. Okay, so I can't save him. Anyway, he is dead.
Cool. So obviously I can't do anything because I can't consolidate because I can't end an engagement range.
Yeah.
Would you like to interrupt?
You know it.
Yeah.
2 command points. That Terminator is going to make up for his previous embarrassment by killing Kharn. So 4 attacks. Does hit with them all.
Oh no.
I hope he's good.
Yeah.
What's his toughness? 4?
He is toughness 4 because he's Kharn the Betrayer.
2s. That is 4 wounds.
Oh no. So how much damage is this?
2.
So Kharn has 6 wounds, luckily. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll 2 saves. So because obviously I want a command point. So 4+. So I'm down to 4 wounds. I'm going to roll 1 at a time. So I'm fine. So this doesn't matter what happens. Cool. So he's down to 4 wounds.
All right.
Avenging Greg. Well, not avenging because Greg is still with us, luckily. Now Kharn. So Kharn's going to get.
I do have a misericordia.
Oh, sorry. I do apologise.
I will shank you with a little knife as well.
Oh no.
Yep, there you go.
Okay. And he's fine from that as well. Yeah. He's just getting more and more angry, actually. It's quite worrying. So he gets 10 attacks, Kharn does.
Sorry, 10.
Yeah, so he gets 9, and then because he's charged, he gets 10. Hitting on 2s.
Yes, the one.
He does miss a few. But he is strength, a mighty strength 7.
Okay, 3s.
3s. So that's 7
That's
wounds.
not what I wanted to see.
So that's 7 wounds, Michael. These are -4.
Okay.
And flat 3 damage each.
Right.
Oh no! No.
Okay.
Disaster struck.
So I failed 2, which would kill me. Obviously, this is the time to CP reroll 1. I appreciate I didn't do them 1 at a time.
Yeah, but you would have if it came to it, so.
Right. On a 4 up, he lives.
Yes! So Kharn has got revenge and just battered down that Terminator. Thus, obviously, I can't pile in, to consolidate, because there's going to be nothing there, which means I'm not going to be able to hold that objective. But
Greg was bait.
Greg was bait. Blessed Greg.
Oh dear.
And yeah, so obviously to recap, I've killed the Custodian Guard and I've killed the Terminator. So this is looking not for the best. But obviously there's still all to play for.
Yes.
Going into turn 3.
Turn 3 indeed. All right.
Right, Michael. So, turn 3.
Yes.
And obviously you did sustain quite a few casualties.
Well, it's 4, but that's a fair few.
Yeah, well, that is like most of the army. So talk me through obviously how you're going to bounce back.
Yes, I got 5 primary points, which is great. I need to deal with this. Whatever I can do there is going to be great. So the Blade Champion, I have to try and kill the the Exalted 8-bound.
Yeah.
The Berserkers fight on death, and I really don't want to lose a unit in my own turn, in this turn, because that's really bad. The Sisters have come out to fire a few shots at the Berserkers, maybe reduce the numbers of them to keep the Blade Champ alive next turn. That's the hope. And honestly, there's not much more to it than that. We do have to see if the lights go off.
Oh yeah, so...
or stay off, rather.
Stay off. So you can do the honours. So left-hand side.
Left-hand side, it's nice and bright.
It's still on.
Still on.
Right-hand side.
Right-hand side. Oh.
They are back on.
They're back on, okay, good.
Thankfully.
That means we're not -1 to hit with the Sisters, so hopefully we can kill a few Berserkers.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
So let's move on to that. We can all see, there are 2 ladies that can only see 1 Berserker. So I'll just do them separately. Yeah. Because of course in boarding actions you can only kill what you can see.
Okay.
So roll them now. So it's 3s.
Oh, that was good.
That was pretty good. 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
So we could do a drop in this Berserker.
3+ save. He's on 1 wound.
What's a wound? All right.
Not bad, not terrible.
We'll take that.
I'll just put that.
And then we have 3 more Sisters that can kill a couple of guys.
Yeah.
They do all hit.
Ooh.
They're accurate, these. They're trained. Well trained.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's 6 wounds.
So 3+. So 2 fails.
Okay.
So that doesn't mean, because obviously the wound went on the one chap you can see. It
Yes.
was sadly the Eviscerator, so that's actually gone now, which is going to be quite sad for my combat.
Okay. Do I charge with the Sisters? No, that's stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you either fight on death or you'll interrupt. Probably interrupt. Kill all the Sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we're just going to charge with the Blade Champ.
Okay.
He doesn't have any guns, does he?
I don't
Pretty
believe
sure he doesn't.
May have like a grenade or something, but
he's equipped with Volt Swords. He can't throw any of them.
Ah, gutted.
I mean, if I've got 3 swords at this point, I'm throwing something.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Anyway, so in with the charge. Cool. So that'll be a 7.
So that's into my Exalted 8.
The Exalted 8-pound. So in we go.
So hopefully, for your sake, not for my sake,
Yeah.
he can obviously kill some there.
Right, we're going to use Victus, the Sword of Victory.
Yeah.
This is flat damage 3.
Okay. So this could kill an 8-bound for every wound.
Every wound kills an 8-bound. Okay, so we're going to do it.
Okay.
I've got faith.
Yeah. 2 2s.
Hits
Ooh.
with them all. Okay, that's a good start. Now we need 3s. Okay.
Oh, there we go. All wounded.
Okay. Didn't even need a CP reroll.
Oh.
So that's really handy.
Yeah. So now I've got my saves. I'll just roll them all at the same time.
Stop, please.
And I failed 4, so that means they're all dead.
Okay.
Very sad for me, but not for you.
Okay. All right.
And the length of the video.
It's all going to plan. It's all going to plan.
Cool.
So yeah, that's it. Don't score any points that turn. So
I do get.
over to you.
I do, however, get another blood type point.
You do, yes.
Which is very, very useful.
It's almost like Greg. You needed Greg to die to get you that extra blood type point.
I can't spend 3 though.
That's true.
It's all like 4s. It's not good. But so that's it. It's in my turn 4.
Turn 4
now.
Turn 3. World Eater's movement phase.
Cool.
Right. This is World Eater's movement phase. Turn 3. Over.
Yeah.
What have you done?
So obviously now it would be cooler to go after the Blade Champion, wouldn't it? Because obviously they've just seen him slaughter his friends, and obviously through all the blood rage.
But you're not cool, are you?
I'm not cool. I am actually very uncool. So instead, obviously for the tactical purposes of the game, Michael is about 10 points ahead on the primary at the current point.
Yeah.
Because I got 5 points for holding 1. So in fact, I am going to go after the Sisters of Silence to try and make, because if I can get a big enough charge, it means I'll be able to get round to this point here, and I'll be able to take that objective off you.
Yes, which it causes problems because remember at the end of the game, if you control both of those, you get a whole 30 points.
15 points per zone.
Oh, 15
So yeah, but obviously either way, that's still a massive swing, right?
Yes.
Kharn and Greg. Now let's talk about Kharn and Greg. So Kharn obviously has just killed the Terminator. Greg nearly died. Greg never really thought Kharn liked him that much, but then Kharn's really shown him that he does love him. This is probably the first time Kharn's ever really shown emotion, unless you've read The Heresy. So Kharn is now basically plopped Greg on this objective. He's picked him up, put him down, and he's gone, I'll be back in a bit, buddy. And he's rubbed his head, and now he's like opened the door, ready for a valiant charge to try and kill this Blade Champion. Let's hope for Greg's sake, Kharn does actually come back. It would be quite sad if it doesn't, to be waiting there all that time. And that's it. That's my play.
Okay, do you have any shooting?
No.
No.
So,
You got pistols, but they're not using them.
Sorry, I've just thought of something else, but we'll go into it in a sec. So Berserker is going to charge the sisters. I rolled a 3.
Okay.
Now, I am going to CP reroll that, only because obviously, like I mentioned, I need
to get on the objective.
A 4.
Okay.
So with my movement, I can get him to there, and then obviously with my piling, I can actually get round.
Get within 3 inches of the objective.
And obviously the other thing I meant to note in my movement phase, so obviously with my 4 inches of my charge, it just means I can place that model there, and then when I use my piling of 3 inches round, I can be within 1 inch of the objective, meaning that I will take it off you if I do actually kill the sisters.
If you kill the 1 wound toughness 3 4-up save sisters.
Yeah, obviously
there
is a Kharn Berserker on the pipe, but he's not really loving his life.
The pipes are simply aesthetic.
Yeah. Right, so obviously 5 attacks each because I've charged, 20 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
So 14 hits, sorry.
Yeah.
And then I'm strength 6 because I'm strength 5 and I get +1 strength for charging. So 2s. That is that many saves, I believe 13 saves.
AP.
2.
Easy. Easy. They're dead.
They're dead.
They are so dead. Let's get rid of those ladies.
Oh, sorry. Obviously, we did speak about it, me doing
Yeah, so piles in 3 inches, takes the objective. Brilliant. And I'm just going to flip it over now to show that it's not sticky anymore.
Yeah. Cool. So obviously that was my piling move, and now put there. Cool. So at the end of the fight phase, Kharn has to roll the dice to see, after that lovely moment that Kharn and Greg had, to see if Kharn just randomly hits him in the face. So on the roll of a 1, he takes 2 mortal wounds. No. Okay, he managed to restrain himself again from just battering.
I'd want to hit Greg.
How could you, Mike?
Anyway, Custodes, round 4 coming up.
Yeah. So Michael, obviously, again, quite a bloody turn.
Yeah.
So that one Blade Champ, what's he doing?
Well, the one-man army is coming over to these Berserkers. At the end of the game, you could get 15 points for holding both in this section.
Yeah.
And I can't let that happen, unfortunately. So he's just going to go in.
Okay.
I'm just going to roll the charge now.
Yeah, go for it. Well, there's nothing else to do, is there? So he's definitely in.
12-inch charge.
Nice.
I will try and put myself on the objective if I can.
Yeah.
This is turn 4. I do really want to fight Kharn. So I am actually just going to stand here.
So as close as possible.
As close as possible, because then next turn I could go 6, open the door, and charge Kharn.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Potentially sacrificing a few primary points. I don't care. Got one mission. I said this at the start of the game. Kill Kharn, and that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's get rid of these losers.
Yeah.
6 attacks. I'm going to use Victus again.
Yeah.
So I might as well. There you go, 5 hits.
Nice, and then 2s.
It will be 3s actually. He's not actually a very high strength.
Oh, okay.
It's AP4, it's 3 damage.
Oh, so that'll
get him out of here.
I could spend a CP to fight on death, but I don't want to, because I want Kharn to have the glory of killing him. So, you know, I know, again, it may not be the most tactical thing, but I think that for the purposes of this, I think it's awesome.
I don't think it makes too much difference with the points. You're going to get 15 in your next turn anyway.
Yeah.
So that's my turn.
Awesome. So I guess we'll go to my turn.
Turn 4?
Oh, nice.
Okay, well, we did the 15 primary because you're holding 1, you're holding 2. I'm not on any objectives right now.
No.
Kharn's run through the door. What else has happened?
So Kharn obviously opened the door the last turn.
Yeah.
Now he's run through the door, and he said to Greg just before he ran through the door, he went, "Shut the door behind me," because we weren't born in the barn. So he's now shut the door, locked it with his tentacles, and now he's going to wait to hopefully for Kharn to return, which I don't know if that's going to happen because he is on 4 wounds. I hope for Kharn's sake it does. Actually, I hope for Greg's sake it does.
Yeah.
But it could.
Oh, I don't want him to survive. I'm going in. No mercy.
It's quite mean. But obviously that I can't do anything else. I don't know what we were waiting for. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Cool.
So turn 5?
Yeah, turn 5, go up a CP, and we'll roll straight into my turn. The stances, I haven't picked anything that's going to make any difference here.
No.
It's actually, I think, advance and action, but that literally does nothing for me, really. So we are going to do what we were born to do, which is kill heroic characters. So the Blade Champion is going to move towards Kharn. Here we go.
It's going to open.
I've moved to the door. I'm going to do an action to open the door.
Yeah. And as the door opens, Kharn sees the champion.
He turns.
He turns. He winks.
He winks.
You can't tell because he has a helmet on.
Okay. Charge roll.
Okay. A 10.
11.
An 11.
Did I get +1?
Oh yeah. I want to see if the lights.
The lights, I guess, would just.
It won't make a difference. But
this flank over here, the lights are on, and the lights are on. We've kept the lights on everywhere.
Awesome.
Great. In we go. It's the showdown we've been waiting for, everybody. The Blade Champ's coming in. He's got both swords out. Does that means I get to use both swords, right? All 3.
I think so, maybe.
6 attacks.
Okay.
I'm going to take Kharn's head. Do you think I can do it?
I don't know. I don't know. I really hope, for Greg's sake, his owner comes back. But
it's a good thing I don't have another turn after this.
Yeah, because
I'm going for Greg.
Yeah.
Right, 6 attacks. I'm going to use Victus because I get reroll wounds against characters.
Yeah.
2s. Okay.
Okay.
You're not -1 to hit or anything.
No, no.
Whew.
He's not that. He's not that good.
Okay. 3s.
Okay.
Didn't even need the reroll.
Oh no. Oh no. Right. So I get 6 saves.
Yeah.
How much damage is this?
3.
So I have 4 wounds left.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll 1 at a time. Okay. Because obviously I can put a CP reroll in there.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Oh no. Right, he's on 1 way.
It's probably worth the CP anyway, right?
I'm gonna wait for the last one, okay? Because I'm gonna do it no matter what.
Yeah.
Because I have so many command points.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's dead. Or is he, for a command point? He's fine.
Oh no. Please.
He's fine.
Oh.
He's fine! Yes! He's on 1 wound. He's on 1 wound.
Ah.
Now he's angry. He's like, so as he was about to die, he thought of Greg and all the times they can't just thrown his axe at him.
Unbelievable.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
Still 10 attacks.
10 attacks, okay?
Right, I am a consummate swordsman, so you cannot hit me on a 1, 2, or 3.
What? so 4s this is. That is.
It's done pretty well.
6 hits.
Okay.
I've used my command point. I'm strength 7.
3s.
That's all wounds. 6 wounds, -4, flat 3 damage. How many wounds does he have?
7.
Oh, well, that's quite good. And what's his invul?
4.
So he's failed. He's failed. So he's on 1 wound.
He's got 1 wound left.
Can he do a Kharn?
All right, come on.
He's...
So I have to CP this.
Yeah, he's dead. Or is he? Or... He is. Kharn, in his, like, he's just drenched in blood and he's like, That's for Greg. Bang! And I get another go?
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
do.
in my last turn, as the Blade Champion has fallen to the ground, Kharn wipes the blood from his brow, walks back towards the door, and opens the door to see. And Greg's like, ooh, 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 and he sees Kharn, and they all lived happily ever after, except for all the people that died, like, because Kharn doesn't actually have a fleet anymore. So.
Well, after that beautiful reunion,
That beautiful moment.
sickening moment of grossness, points-wise, you did get. How many did you get?
So I got, obviously, because I still hold the one on the right-hand side with the sticky, and Greg has been helpfully guarding the other one, I do actually get 15 points at the end of the turn.
Yeah, well.
Now, because of this lovely moment that Kharn and Greg have had, Kharn obviously walked off of the objective.
Yeah.
Because, like in life, you have to make sure that Greg is okay. So nobody gets any points at the end of the game for holding the dark objectives. But obviously, if Kharn didn't go and do that, then he would get 15 points. But
Yeah.
But that does mean the score ends 20 to Michael and 40 to me.
Well, that was brutal.
It was brutal.
It was really brutal.
I don't think it was a surprise. It was brutal.
I think it actually all came down to that fight.
Well, it did.
Literally everything just came down to that one fight.
It was.
Which is epic.
It was. And it really does show the power of friendship and Greg.
Speaking of friendship, ours is over. Thanks for the game, Jake.
No worries.
I'll see you in a few years. And if you guys enjoyed the Boarding Actions game, then definitely check out some of our others. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment. Who were you rooting for? Did you think the Blade Champ was going to kill Kharn? I did. Did you think Greg was going to survive the game? I didn't. Yeah, we'll check out the next video. We'll see you soon.